Welcome to Golden Mastermind Seminars Radio with your host, Jeffery Combs.
Jeffery Combs, welcome to Facebook Live. I am pulling it off. I have accomplished more this morning than many people accomplish in a week. And with that, I am breathing, releasing, and letting go. It is 2 for Tuesday. Breathe, release, and let go. Thank you, everyone, for the messages and love you were sending for my wife. I'll be posting pictures of her on Thursday. She did not look too good today, but she is a champion, and I'll be posting pictures on Thursday. Kevin, my brother, how are you? Yvonne, give me a fist five. Good to see you, Yvonne. Kevin, meet Yvonne. Yvonne, meet Kevin. Good to have both of you here on Tuesday, Facebook Live. Charlie Red. Charlie, remember when you took me to Starbucks back in the day? Charlie Red, that was in Baltimore, my Baltimore era. Good to see you. Good to see everyone. Charlie, that was on a Friday morning. Do you remember that, Charlie? Breathe, release, and let go. A very productive day. Krista, how are you, Krista? Good to see you, Krista. Honored to have you here on today's Facebook Live. And Krista, I look forward to coaching you next Friday on the 20th. For those of you who are sending love, here I'm getting dialed in. For those of you who are sending love to my wife, thank you dearly. Heather, thank you. I'll post a picture of Jana on Friday. She looked very beat up today, and she did not want me to post a picture of her. She has 2 bags on her body with blood dripping down from it. And for all you women who have had the courage to remove your breast implants, I highly endorse your courage. My wife is a champion, and she is not taking the Norco. That, for those of you who know what that medication is, she's doing her best to do this pain-free of all meds after surgery, and she is lying horizontally, and her mother is taking care of her. It is quite a vigil. It's about a 1-week process where she will be able to be on her feet in 1 week, and she will have the tubes taken out, and she'll really next level that recovery. So thank all of you for sending love and sending messages. And I did post a post of her yesterday, or a pre, and then Thursday I'll post a post of what she looks like. She definitely looks like she got beat up. So thank you for everyone reaching out here. Let's take a look at the topic. I just coached a new business owner last hour who asked me to assist him with this very topic, organize your life. And he is stepping into organizing his first business venture. And I sent him my book, The Procrastination Cure. If you have not purchased that book or the original book, you can go to my website and purchase that, because being organized is a byproduct of letting go of being overwhelmed. Being organized is a byproduct of being able to be in the present. I want to also acknowledge some top-tier, first-class people I have the opportunity to coach over the years. Charlie Red is here. Charlie once took me to a Starbucks back in the day when I was in Baltimore. Twana, always good to see you. I've been following your post with you and your daughter. Diane Hunt, lots of love for you, my sister from another Mr. Diane Hunt, hosted me in New Jersey well over 20 times. 20 times. That's 20 times in New Jersey, New York. I dined with Diane multiple times at Davenitos in New Jersey and other places. And Heather Vaughan, I want to congratulate you on your speaking engagement this last weekend. Oh my God, you crushed it, Heather. I've been following your content. I'm feeling you, my sister. That is awesome. Tracy Calvert, you are crushing it. Congratulations. And I'm just so honored to be all of you here. I want to tell you a little story about my client, Diane Hunt. I've known Diane Hunt for years. She hired me back in the day in 2014 to be her coach. Came to my events in Long Island, New York. I went to dinner with her on numerous times in Long Island, New Jersey, New York. I took her to Chaz Palminteri's restaurant in downtown Manhattan in a snowstorm. We hosted an event in a snowstorm in New York. Diane has been a champion of mine. Diane had a dream back in 2018. She came to my advanced event called Protege Writer Speakers Workshop. I took her to dinner after that event with Brittany Cara, Dr. John Nosti, a multi-million-dollar dentist from New Jersey, and there was Joe DiBianca, and I really began to crack the veil for Diane. I started to expose her to the content behind the veil. And Diane was prepared for it. She was prepared for it, but not quite to the level that was dished that night at dinner. And it was like Diane also made a decision that weekend in May of 2018 that she was going to move her family out of New York for medical reasons and other reasons. And she moved her family out of New Jersey. She picked a place, Midway, Utah, which is right outside of Park City, Utah. Her husband and her children, 3 children. This is the inception of a dream and then the reality of a dream. So she took that leap of faith with her husband and Jib, and they moved from New Jersey, paying high taxes on property, and moved across the country to Midway, Utah. Now, I've spoken in Midway, Utah, a town of 5,000 people. I used to have a top-tier client who had a condo in Midway, and I did an event in his condo building in 2009, and so I've been there before. That is right outside of beautiful Park City, Utah. So that is called living the dream. And so organizing her life, she had to like pack up a house in New Jersey that she'd never left. She moved to a state that she's never lived in. She moved across the country for patriotic reasons. She left, she made a decision, or she created a decision that I will not tolerate this situation that I'm under. I'm monitoring what I say here. So she moved across the country with her family, virtually sight unseen, moved to this little town in Utah, about 45 minutes from Salt Lake City. That's the spirit that it requires to be your own business owner in today's world. I mean, it's important that you create the decisions, you follow through on it, you take the leap of faith, you let go of the anxiety about the outcome that you're holding on to. You breathe, release, and you let go. Tracy Willard, good to see you. Tracy's been a long-term client of mine, and she's down in that rabbit hole with me. She understands the content. I understand, as do many of you, as you do, Heather and Diane. And it's so good to be here with all of you here this afternoon. I am on FF. That means fucking fire. Diane knows I used to say that at my events. And so I am breathing, releasing, and letting go. Watching my wife's courage fired me up this morning. Just watching what she is facing and her courage to face it. And I'm like, well, if she can do that, I can do this. I'm going to crush it today. So that's where I am. I am crushing it today, breathing, releasing, letting go. So that it's that juice, it's that edge that you require to be and stay in a relaxed body. It's to produce on command in the most challenging times in world history. You know what's going on in the world. You understand. It's 9/11 all over again. Take a good look at the situation. Do your best not to overwhelm yourself and crush it like Tracy is. Crush it. Tell yourself, get a Coke can, get a can today, and as a metaphor, crush it. Crush the can. Crush your business. Crush it this afternoon. I mean, really crush it. Just like this. Crush it. I mean, crush it. Feel it in your teeth. Feel the crush. Breathe, release, and let go. So if you're overwhelmed, you can't crush it. If you're overwhelmed, you're paralyzed. If you're unorganized, you don't know where to begin. So organizing your life begins with organizing your desk. Your desk is your sanctuary. It's where you create your business. If you don't have a desk, buy one. Get off your kitchen table. Get off your dining room table. Get off of your wherever, but you deserve a desk. You require that desk. Even if it's in a corner of a room, a little tiny desk, a ship captain's desk, whatever it is. If you own a business, you require a desk because that's where you're going to produce from in a relaxed body. It's important that you become skilled at production. And crush it. That is correct. Give me a fist five, a crush it. Tell yourself you're crushing it today and you're going to produce and a relaxed body. And you let go of being overwhelmed, undisciplined, unorganized. And you start with one area to organize. Find one area in your life that you can commit to finishing today. Now, at many of my live events, and Diane saw me do this, I would suggest that the participants at a Saturday event, they go home, they take a 33-gallon bag, they spend 15 minutes, and they fill that bag up, and they throw everything they can away in one area. And then for years, people would send me pictures of this one bag. Oftentimes, they would start with one bag, and that bag would amorphize into 3, 4, or 5 bags in an afternoon. I remember I did an event in South Carolina, and I fired up the room that day to be organized. See, organization is not get, it's not G-E-T. Organization is B-E. It's be organized. It's being organized. You can get organized, but the key to organization is to be and stay organized. Stacia Kennedy just joined me on today's Facebook Live. Now here is one area of my life that I was not organized in, and I hired Stacia Kennedy, who just came on right there. Stacia Kennedy. She is going to clean up my website. My website, or my product section of my website, is like all over the map. And when I realized how many products I've created in my career, I'm like, oh my God, I have like 50 products. I have 50 downloads. I forgot I even have this one series called Money Masters 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to make it available to you for $47 just as soon as Stacia, it's like multiple hours. It's something like there's 8 hours. There's like 30 plus hours of content that I haven't sold for 15 years. And I mean, this has Doug Firebaugh on it. This has some of the greatest speakers in network marketing and direct sales history. And I have these 4 products, these 8 CD sets that I haven't sold for a number of years. And Stacia's going to assist me to completely organize all these products I have, put them on one system that she owns, and be able to be and stay organized with it. It will save my assistant Henry multiple hours. So in organization, it means I outsourced someone else to do what I'm not an expert in, so that I'm not overwhelmed in it. And so my assistant isn't overwhelmed with it. That's called leverage. And that's what you want to learn to do. Leverage your children to assist you to be organized. Leverage your husband, leverage your wife. Have your mother, have someone assist you to be and stay organized. My client asked me today, he goes, give me one piece of homework. And I said right there, I'm going to send you the book. Right. So I just went like this. I'm going to send you the book, the Procrastination Cure, with a deck of affirmation cards. And your homework is to receive that book in 2 days, because I'm sending it out today. We don't wait. We are in the now habit. My assistant will send it this afternoon. He'll have it in Los Angeles in 2 to 3 days. And I gave him a specific task to do, to follow through on. So once again, organization is a B habit. It's being organized. Find one area of your life that you're overwhelmed on. Your debt, your closet, your desk, whatever the situation is. Be and stay organized. Find one area that you can be organized one day at a time. 7 days in a row, be organized in that one specific area. Take one situation. You can't organize your whole life. It's too big. Start with 1, then go to 2, then go to 3. And just start with those 3 in a 30-day period. The skill is to be and stay organized, not to get organized. And then you require a system to stay organized. Do you have a routine? Do you have a system? I have a grocery list on my butcher block. It has the money underneath the white sheets. They're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 with a black pen, and that pen stays on there all the time. There's also a blue Sharpie, and there's a whiteout roller right there. That's all part of that system. That's a system. That is the grocery system. My wife wrote it down in Portuguese for her mother. Her mother's going to do the shopping while she's here. I mean, once again, her mother can follow this system. It's a simple system that you can follow one day at a time. I mean, as simple as that sounds, when my wife goes out the door to pick up the groceries on Friday, there's another sheet of white paper there. It's numbered 1 through 15, and she's already filled in what we buy every single week at the top, and there's money under the clipboard per week. We operate on a $300 a week budget for purchasing groceries. That's it, $300 a week cash that we buy. My wife goes out on Friday, $300 a week. Now, here's what's important. My wife's mother can duplicate that system, and she doesn't speak English. So my assistant, my driver, will drive her and do the shopping with her, bring her back, meaning that she can duplicate it. That's what it is. So breathe, release, and let go. No longer the mind-body connection to the events that shape the feelings. See, you will know you're being organized when your children can follow your system. You know you're organized when your husband can follow through for you. You know you're organized when you can bring someone in from the outside and they can duplicate your system. So when Henry Klauke came to work for me, I have a millionaire mentor's handbook. So I have a system for him to start on day one, and it's laminated, and it's only 3 pages. It's 3 pages of lamination, and it's big. It's not this little tiny print. There's not 1,000 details, because my objective is not to overwhelm a new employee. My objective is to have an employee step in, get an employee signing bonus because they know that they're going to be rewarded. They come to work for me, and then they have a simple system that they can produce on. And so that I don't have time to train people. I have time to produce and direct people how to produce in a system that is simple. Do you have a simple system that people can follow through on? Do you live simply, or are you complicated? If you live complicated, then you're going to be overwhelmed, and then you'll have challenges duplicating your complication. So you want to be able to have a very simple system. So here's the key tip for today. Find one area that you feel that you can organize today. One area, one simple area. Go to bed feeling accomplished that you accomplished that. Keep that one system running for 7 days. This is how you change a behavior. A conditioned behavior, you recreate a system that you can follow through on 1 day at a time in a very relaxed body. Breathe, release, and let go. If you do not have the book, The Procrastination Cure, go to my website and purchase it there. Here's something else that I have found out over the last few years, is that I developed a Kindle account, and I did not know this, but on a Kindle account, if you have a Kindle account as an author, the Amazon can print my book on demand and sell my book on demand, even though I'm the author. Now, they have the rights to print Kindle, but I didn't understand this when I signed the Kindle contract. But they can also print my book on demand, not give me the lead of the person that bought the book, and give me only a 15% royalty when someone goes to Amazon. So do your best, if you buy my books, to go to my website. If you're going to buy The Breakthrough Factor, buy it at my website, goldenmastermind.com, and I will always include a pack of affirmation cards on top of that. If you buy it from Amazon, you get it from Amazon, I get a 15% royalty. What does that mean? It means like pennies on the dollar. I get 15% of $20, 15% of $20, and I don't even get the lead. So that's how that all works. Jeffery Combs, president and founder, Golden Mastermind Seminars Incorporated. Kevin said 30 days strong of no dishes left in the sink. That's amazing. Joe Casper, my brother, good to see you. Valerie says wonderful tips. Pamela's here this afternoon. Who else do we have here? If you have not commented on my wife's recovery, please go to my Facebook page. Yesterday, there's a long post. There's hundreds of comments on there. Thank you, my wife, and I love the fact that you are following her recovery. There are many women that I want to assist to empower to have the courage to step up and remove those toxic implants. I know that some of you have done that already. My absolute courage and my absolute admiration for you for doing that. My wife is going to she's going to spend in the first couple of weeks. We're going to show you what she goes through in her recovery and how you could do it too if you have the courage or you have the desire, so that you can live toxic free and you can let go of how we have been sexualized by these people to do these things to our body that are completely unnecessary, so you can live a non-toxic life and you can have your own genuine beauty free of this toxicity that affects our bodies so frequently. So thank everyone for being here this afternoon. Crush it this afternoon. Breathe, release, and let go. You have the courage to be your best self. If you'd like to speak to me, send me a message. I would love to connect with you. Thanks, and have a great afternoon.